Hey everyone, welcome to Team Radd, and today we're going to be looking at the custom 1/4 scale Henry Cavill Superman from the Man of Steel movie made by Resinworx, so stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome to Team Radd. I'm Adam, and as we were saying in the intro, we're looking at the custom 1/4 scale Henry Cavill Superman for the Man of Steel movie made by Resinworx. Resinworx made 150 of these, low ES, and first of all, by just the look of it, it's phenomenal. I really love this piece. So, a little bit of background about Superman. So he was created by Jerry Siegler and Joe Shuster in 1938. Action 1 Comics. So Action Comics issue 1, widely considered to be the most valuable comic to date, as well as widely also considered it started the superhero era from comic books. So, a bit about the movie. 2013 it came out. Henry Cavill and Michael Shannon. Though that's the scenes between them and the character development was one of the best parts of the movie for me. And as we all know, going back, the first person to play Superman in live action was the wonderful Christopher Reeves. Wonderful portrayal of Superman. Loved the first and second movies. 2, 3 and 4, they were okay, but such an iconic person to play the role. Obviously the times went by, you know, we've had different incarnations of different people playing the role. It hasn't really worked out, and then along comes Henry Cavill, who for me is the best person to play Superman, hands down. Very closely followed behind him by Christopher Reeves. He played it in such a way where, from his transition from him trying to figure out who he is to then becoming, you know, the god he is, and the way he's actually added the movie, it was fantastic. I love the history and the background of the character from when he was young to when he he started to learn he had powers when he saved all his classmates from the sinking bus. As time goes on, he's trying to figure out who he is and where his place is in the world. Obviously, Michael Shannon's character, General Zod, wants to use Earth to make it the new Krypton. Superman, was trying his best to not let that happen, but as in throughout the movie, he's a bit outnumbered, to we say, with General Zod's and his other comrades. But from the help of Lois Lane and his father, the one who put him in the capsule and sent him off to Earth to protect him, played by the great Russell Crowe. I thought he did a great portrayal of his father. So, as I said, it came out in 2013. Doesn't seem that long ago, but it's quite a few years now. But I think the movie was a success, and as I said before, I think Henry Cavill is the best Superman. So, let's get into the piece. So, as I said, made by Resinworx. I picked this up a few months ago, but haven't had time to do the review, but now here we are. 150 low ES were made. And I think, just as I said towards the beginning, just by looking at it, the piece is just phenomenal. In a way, it kind of reminds me of the comic book version by Prime One Studios' Hush Batman. No, bad words. wrong words, Hush Superman, which you either have, you know, the mixed media cape and the sculpted cape. But obviously you see you have the two angels either side of him, towards the bottom, and he's, you know, it makes it look like he's levitating. So in a way, this is like another version, but the movie version of that piece. But still, both phenomenal. So let's get into the piece itself, as I said before. So the box, on the front of it is the Superman symbol. It says Man of Steel. It's a pretty dark, grey, battered type worn box, which I think also, the box is also trying to tell a story as well, which I think is quite cool. Both sides are just like a you know, black greys mixed in there, just torn up, worn. And then obviously there was two layers. The top of the layer was Superman and the two portraits, and then the second layer was the base and the cape. So let's have a look at the base first. I love the idea that the base is the S, the symbol of hope. It's like I'm gonna put it like a gunmetal grey, but it's got like it's almost begins like it's got cracks and splashes around the edges. And when I picked this up, I did think, could the poles that's holding Superman be like, you know, clear? But the weight of him, the head and the cape, that wasn't going to work. So I think it was the right choice that they went with metal to hold him up, make sure he's steady. It fits in nicely and snug. No balance issues, nothing, stands up perfectly. So the base underneath darkens as we go around, and then at the back, it's like a very dark grey, and then moves up into like a light, kind of like you know, very clear turquoise type colour, which I think is a very nice touch. Then let's move up to the boots, and throughout the entire suit as well as the boots, the intricate honeycomb and style and the way it's been done it's immaculate. It really, really is. All the intricate lines and everything crossing over. It doesn't portray that way, but but there's no other way to describe it. And when you look at it from certain points, it actually looks like it's clear resin. But obviously it's not, otherwise you'd see straight through. But the material used, especially from the blue, is exceptional. But as I said, going back to the boots, lovely sculpting work, calves as well, the ribbed area around the top of the boots with the V section. You can see at the bottom underneath it's got heels. The texturing, the paint application for the boots, for starters, is fantastic. Then we move up, and then it obviously changes colour completely. So we're going to like a shiny kind of dark blue, with the rubber effects a part of his suit, so you can see throughout on his wrists, from all around his waist, down the side of his quads, down to the outside of the lateral of the knee, around the back of the knee, and then obviously going up to his obliques and around the back. For me, the best part of this piece is the sculpt work of, as I said, of all the honeycomb effect and the intricate detailing throughout. When I first got it in hand, I was blown away by it. Really, really was. The muscle sculpture of all the legs, and you know, the biceps and the shoulders, the forearms, quadriceps, and the obliques and the abs. It mirrors for me perfectly how Henry Cavill was portrayed in the movie. I like the fact that, you know, there's the gold to separate the blue and the red a bit more. Obviously on his belt, and then around on the sides, to go all the way around back to the meets at the bottom of his spine. As I said before, the rubber effect of part of the suit is lovely, very clean, very precise. I think it's done fantastically well throughout. Then we get up to the symbol. Obviously you have that rubber effect again, but it's on the outsides, and then the sign isn't just like literally taped on, if you get me. It's carved completely into his pecs and onto his sternum. I love the way it's been done in terms of, you know, it transitioned from red to gold, and the red is raised and the gold is lowered on the S symbol. And once again, the detailing as throughout on the boots and throughout the body, and same with the hope symbol. It's brilliant, really is brilliant. Okay, so then we move on to the cape. Now, it looks like it's sculpted, which it is, but it's not traditional. It's very light, very you know, flexible, but in moving to it. So I would have to say, in a way, this is probably PVC. In fact, I'm almost certain. And I think it was a wise decision by the group to do it that way. Just in case any breakages. It's beautifully sculpted. You know, the wind's hitting it. He's flying. He's raised. You know, nice shading throughout different intricate parts of it, and the reds is light in some areas and dark in others. Yeah, I think it complements the with the statue very, very well. You know, what we see towards where it comes up to be, and part of his traps and his shoulders. You know, you can see the intricate leveling of the cape. So like it's rolled and it's going over bit by bit and then flowing down. And then we look at his portrait. Now, I said it came with two, so your classical one, and of Henry Cavill. Now, I have to say, from looking it straight on, you know it's Cavill, but it's not quite there. But if you look at it from side on, that side and that side, you know it is perfectly. I'd say the sculpt from the face and trying to get it, as close to Henry Cavill as possible is about 75-80% there. A little bit more, and I think it would be nailed perfectly. Though I have to say they've done a fantastic job already. I love how they've done, his jawline and the stubble in terms of the shading, and the little indentation at the front of his chin. Nose is done great, around the muzzy area, as I said again, with the shading of the paints, the lips, ears, the hair. I like the way the hair is, it's not as in depth in terms of the striations and the hair follicles and everything, but I love the way it's been sculpted to, it's just like it's all nice back and it's all nice and back and everything, and it's been painted beautifully. I like the lining throughout his head. Very good distinction between the skin and then moving up into the hair. Eyes have a nice gloss effect to them, nice shine. He's got a stern look on him, like what's next to do. Who do I save next? Overall, I think the portrait is very, very close. It's almost there. I know it's not 100% Cavill, but it's Cavill. Just a little bit more, and I think it's there. Now with the head, you also get a switch out one, which is considerably lighter than this. Obviously it's all polystone and very heavy, but this one, obviously because it has a light up feature, it weighs near enough next to nothing, because obviously that's to fit in all the battery work and everything, and the light effects to make the eyes shine. So let's put that one on, and also we'll go back to the cape. There's two magnets here. and there's two other ones around the back of his trapezius that let it sink in and hold it in. So all we just do, apply a little pressure to the right, take it off, maybe around, there we go. And as I said, I'll show you from the inside of the cape. Yeah. As I said, once again, lovely reds, light, dark, good shading in between and in and out of the whole piece. It's beautiful. So then, the head, very, very strong magnet. When you try and put this on, it literally takes out your hand, it snaps right in, which is good. And you can tell the difference, obviously, the non-light up eyes, there's a darker tone to the skin, whereas in this one, the company may have tried to portray it's in a different area, a bit more light. But let's put it in. So that's what it looks like. Nice expression, very, very angry. The teeth are immaculate. Now I know, actually, the teeth at the bottom is two front teeth. One is like that, but it's very minimal. And actually, I don't even care because it's just fantastic. The gums inside the tongue, even the tonsils. Everything's done very, clean, precise. They've obviously taken the time to do it so well. Obviously, you can see the veins in his neck, which is really angry. He's obviously going to attack something, maybe General Zod. The wrinkling on his nose and the way his nose is raised, the eyebrows, and there's even cracks underneath there, as you can see the power's trying to generate into his eyes. The eyes without the light up feature, nice, not as shiny gloss type effect on these eyes, but it's a little lessened to try and help the beam come through. Overall, I think it's just as good as this. Now the difference with this compared to that, the striations of the hair is a bit more how can I put it? A bit more expressive. You can definitely tell there's obviously the more detailing and the more intricate lines and the weight and the texture of the hair compared to that. I love both head sculpts. Yeah, beautiful. So let's move on to the light up effect. So 2 little batteries, little screw, nice little switch. If we can get it on. Boom, there we go. So let's put that on. Turn that around to you guys. And then let's put the cape back on. Very strong magnets with the cape. See, it just fits in like a glove. Okay, now when this portraits and the lights are on, it takes this piece to another level for me personally. You can see obviously he's raised up, hands are clenched, the cape's blown, he's ready. The whole persona and the attraction towards it when he's angry and in this position. As I said, it takes it to another level, and I think the expression of the eyes, it's how can I put it? It's phenomenal. For me, personally, and this is the only Superman I've ever owned so far, this is the best quarter scale Superman to date. Now, I know obviously Queen Studios and Infinity Studios are doing the life-size busts, which look unreal, truly insane. And then you have the half scale and the third scale Superman, which also look fantastic. I know there's been a quarter scale one from Sideshow. I believe it was also for the Man of Steel. But for me, having seen this in hand and having it as my own piece, this is the best quarter scale Superman. By far, by none. Okay? So, overall, the look of it when it adds to the screen portrait, as I said, takes it to another level. It enhances who Superman is, showing his power, his strength, his musculature, in flight. and I love the piece, really, really do. As I said before, Henry Cavill, I thought for me, portrayed Superman exactly how I wanted Superman to be. You know, confused at the beginning, unsure what his path is, trying to make it in the world, you know, has different encounters, and then the battle scene with Michael Shannon, who plays General Zod, you know, destroying buildings, trying to kill each other, this, that and the other. And then right at the end where, you know, it's either the world or it's them, you know, when he's got his eyes beaming, he's you know, Superman's holding him in a headlock behind him, where he's trying to stop him from killing that family, the man and his wife and 2 children, and he just snaps his neck. He's like, no, I'm in charge. This is my planet. I'm saving it. Yeah, the movie and Zack Snyder and everything, I just thought it was wonderful, and I'm very, very happy I own this piece. So as I said, so just an overall, you know, on this cape, beautifully sculpted. The body is the best bit, with the honeycomb texturing and the different texturing and the style that's been done, and the colouring of the blue, the red, the shading of the cape, both head sculpts. Overall, I'm so happy, and I can't wait. I'm hoping that you know, DC get it moving and we see the next story part of hopefully Man of Steel 2. As I said in the Aquaman video I did, I hope that we see the proper Superman from Snyder Cut's version. So overall, I'm very, very happy. Once again, I just want to say thank you to Alex and Gio for letting me do this. I didn't mention that on the Aquaman because I was so ecstatic about that piece too. So thanks very much for that, my brothers. As always, guys, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell down below to be part of our notification squad. Also, we're on Facebook, so we can't, you know, come in to be part of our Radd Facebook group. And hope you have a wonderful day. As always, thanks for watching. Peace.